Mirko, welcome to One Life Club. It is more than epic, amazing to have you as One Life Club team member. Your contribution to our community, it's amazing. But if people don't know what never give up means, they're fucking looking at it. Because your story, I know it very well, and your strength to keep moving forward, to keep fighting, is unbelievable. Let's face it, when we signed up to run our own companies, run our own businesses, we signed up for amazing times and also fucking tough times. Now, anybody can fly when everything is great. It's easy, right? But when the times do get tough, then that's when we get tested. Do we really have what it takes to fucking have this opportunity? So everybody that is going through everything in life, I'll summarize it to this. Last Saturday, I took a little boy for a drive. And he's 15 years old. He's got a brain cancer. I just actually watched his video that we have done. He's got brain cancer, and he's got 1, 2, 3 weeks left to live, unfortunately. And he only got diagnosed last June, July. So a couple of weeks left to live, and his last wish was to be driven in a supercar. And I got 10 of my mates, so we gave him 10 cars. But one thing I will say, I watched a dying man. He was in the car with me. He's holding my fucking hands tight. And he's got, it's 15, few weeks to live, right? And then I think to myself, and we are fucking whinging about problems that we might fucking have? Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck? Dealing with that we have on a daily basis, that's all irrelevant, because you know what? As long as we have our health, our mind clear, everything that we're going through, it's just a fucking happy days. Anyway, big introduction. Mirko, welcome. So good to have you here.
Nice. Thanks, Emil. And it's great to be part of the One Life Club. Obviously, we've been going in there for about 2 months, 3 months now, and every step of the way has been amazing with the support group around us and just the whole first 24 team, and then more members coming on now. The network's amazing.
Absolutely. Now, Mirko, tell us, first of all, besides big scaffolding business that you have, I want to dig deep into something that is really exciting to me. And I'm a little bit disappointed in myself that I'm actually not wearing a t-shirt that you gave me. I didn't think clearly this morning, but tell me about your new business venture. I'm really looking forward to see this one more in the future as well. And I really hope anybody that is watching this, not just our members, they should buy it. So tell us, how did this venture start and what is it?
So we 6 months ago, my wife and I decided that we would start a new brand, which is Eminence Apparel. Now, going back a little bit more than that, so on the other side of the story, going through a rough time on my other businesses, and then funny enough, Emil, watching you on social media over the last year really made me sit back and think just on everything. And when you say the never give up part is what really inspired me, and the way you live your life and you go day by day, it really caught me. So I said to my wife, well, this is really inspirational. We're going through a hard time. Let's do something together that we can love and build from the start. So we came up with Eminence. So Eminence obviously means to be crowned the top, to be the best. And whatever that may be in yourself, whatever field you're in as a person, or to be the best. And then we thought, well, what can go along with that? And our dream is to be the best at whatever we do. So we launched the brand Eminence Apparel, and the Dare to Dream is the Dare to Dream to become the best. And along our journey in building the brand is to inspire other people to get out there and have a go and just go for it and do the best you can do to be the best version of yourself.
One thing that I loved is you two had an idea. Instead of sitting on your ass like most people do when they have an idea, don't do anything about it. You said, fuck it, we start. We'll
That's
start.
what we do.
We'll start. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people think to themselves, so look, I got this idea, you know, but then the fear is holding them back to start. You know, they overcomplicate shit in their head. It's too hard. I can't afford it. You know, where do I get this? Where do I get that? So they convince themselves why they fucking can't do something instead of saying, you know what? Of course, we don't fucking know everything, but nobody ever fucking does, right? We're going to learn shit as we fucking go.
Well,
And
that's right.
today, your brand is live. I must say one thing, that, you know, doesn't matter what business you go into, competition is big. Whatever fucking business you are in, right? So how do you stand out? So straight away from your design, but also, which is really cool, from your packaging. Your packaging is like, fuck me, you know, now,
Yeah.
and I expect a present from you all the fucking time so I can see the package. It's
Yeah,
really, you know,
thanks.
you straight away make people feel special, even just the way it's packaged before you even start wearing anything.
Yeah, so we're a part of the brand is too is letting people know when they get their package and they buy from us, it's more it's personal as well. We're humans, we're having a crack. So in every packaging, there's a message personally from me and my wife, and a poem that's in there that goes along the lines of, "May the wind always be your back, the sun upon your face, and may the wings of destiny carry you aloft to dance with the stars." And that's a part of the dare to dream and the never give up and go inspiration to succeed.
Well, you know what, Mirko, tell us your first job you ever had.
My first job I ever had was sanding wood in a furniture factory in Geelong. So
Wow.
I wasn't paid. All I would do was sand the wood and then pass it on to the paint shop.
How old were you?
I was 14, mate. I was kicked out of school and had no option. And then my parents said, "Well, you're not going to go to school, so you go to work." So I lasted in that job for I think it was maybe 3 months, and then my dad was a builder and tile layer, and he said, "Well, you're coming to work for me." So I worked for him.
Which is probably a lot harder than your first job anyway, because working for your dad, that's something that is just on another level. I remember when we came to Australia, I came here when I was 15 and a half years old. And I remember when I was, I think, 18 years old, I was working with my dad and my brother on tools, right? And we would start on construction site, we would start work 4 a.m. So by 12 o'clock, we already fucking work 8 hours, right? But anyway, 4 p.m., we would finish, let's say, one house if we were doing plastering there. 4 p.m., we'll finish, and you think we'll go home? Fuck no. Dad says, there's still daylight out there. Let's
Yeah,
go to the next job. And we would say, Dad, we fucked. Dad says, you just tell yourself that you're not fucked and keep going. So,
that's
you
right,
know,
mate. Yeah,
and I say this to any young kid, 16, 17, 15, 14, whatever it is, 18, 19, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how smart they are at school or not. Everybody should go on construction site to man
yeah,
up, to feel some real work, what it is to get home tired. You can't feel your back. No, you know, these days, you know, I might employ somebody to work in my fucking reception, and they said, oh, you know, working 8 hours a day is too much. You know, can I work, you know, 8 to 12?
yeah.
Like, get the
I think
fuck
the
out of
biggest
here.
thing working with my dad through those early years, and you don't realize it till you're older, but it actually paves the way and gives you your work attitude and work ethics going. Up every morning going to work. All the other kids were out partying, and well, so was I, but you're still up no matter how you felt in the morning. It was get in the car, we're going to work.
Yeah,
Really?
and you couldn't say no to your dad.
There was no. So it really gave me my work drive. Really taught me, and you realize that as you get older.
You know, there's a three stages. There's a saying. There's a three stages that any kid can have a relationship with his father or her father. Obviously, I don't have any kids, so there's a saying, and I kind of get to agree with it as well, because obviously I'm a son to my dad. You know, when you are young, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, you're idolizing your dad, right? Then when you are 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, you know, when you were working with your dad, when your dad is pushing you, then you really like, you know, almost hating, not hating your dad, but you're like,
Yeah,
Jesus, you know, I should be playing with my boys as well, and you're pushing me. Then you're not idolizing
that's
him
right.
anymore, because he's making you learn what a real life is. And then when you get older, you get the third stage of relationship with your dad, where is that emotional stage. You know what I mean?
Correct.
And, so, you know, it makes sense really when you think about it, because, you know, most of us when we were 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, we are shitheads more than anything, you know what I mean?
Oh,
And
100%. Yeah.
yes, so just so you know, you have two boys, correct?
I got one old boy, a daughter, and then another 2-year-old daughter. So 10, 9, and 2.
Well, now they're all loving you, but you know, another 6, 7 years, you know, they're gonna be hating you, because I know you very well, Mirko. They won't be lazy kids. They won't be lazy kids.
Yes. Hopefully that I can inspire them to do what I'm doing as well. That's the idea, to show them that anything can be done.
Now, you had a choice to go and work for somebody else all your life, which there's nothing wrong with that, right? We all do whatever makes us happy. Why the fuck, out of all the easy, cruisy things in life that you have chosen, why did you choose to run your own business?
So I worked for other global companies most of my life. So I started myself 7 years ago and decided to jump in the deep end just from my wife. My wife just kept saying, well, just start your own. We had some problems with the birth of our second child, and I was always working away. So I was away all the time and thought, well, now's the best time while I'm home. I can start my own business and go from there. But I've always loved business. I've always loved everything about it, and wanted to do something on my own. So we took that opportunity there and went for ourselves.
And not going back.
Not going back. As you said earlier, the business is always good, and when it's good. And then when it's tough is when you really find out the challenges of business, and which we are going through at the moment. But we're clawing through. We're not stopping. We're doing everything we can at the moment to bounce it all back, which is it's in line. It's heading
Mirko, I call that just another fucking day.
correct.
It's just another day in the office, because no, I mean, we all signed up for business to have a fucking amazing life and to have it all cruisy. We're making money, we're having fun. And guess what? Then the reality kicks.
Correct.
You know, I always say I've been eating shit in business for 27 years, and I'm starting to fucking smell like one when I walk past any fucking human. Because in business,
Yeah.
that's what you do. You eat a lot of fucking shit, tons of it, you know, to come better on the other end. And doesn't matter what business we are running, you know, the reality is we will be going through amazing times, and we will hit the wall. You know,
Correct.
and the bad news is it's not the last time we're gonna hit the wall. You know, whatever it is, you know, that's just the roller coaster that we signed up. But business is not measured over bad 6 months or bad year. The way you
Yes.
measure it is when you fucking start any business, you're looking at it over fucking 100 years. And over 100 years, that's a long-term thinking. You might have 5 fucked years, 95 great, and that's okay. That's
That's
okay.
right.
So I definitely love your never give up attitude and your work ethics.
It is.
Looking back now, through everything you've experienced in your life, What would you say somebody who's 18 years old and there is this crazy, evil, or good world waiting for them ahead? What would you say to any 18 years old individual?
I would tell them, forget all the outside influences that can take you in a wrong direction, and take a step back and plan now, and whatever it is you want to be or do in your life, hit it now, start now, and go for it now, because it'll pay off in dividends when everyone else is still sitting back 10, 15 years later, working out what they want to do. And then it's never too late. They can start then, but you're going to be 10 years ahead of everyone else. And go for it. Don't be scared. Have a crack, and don't give up. It's proof. Proof is in the pudding, of a lot of people, of everyone. Just go for it. Go for it now.
I always say, nothing to lose, so much to gain.
Nothing to lose. Yeah,
Nothing to lose,
it's
so
all
much to
game.
gain.
And
You know what I
it
mean?
doesn't matter. It's not a dollar value gain, but you're learning lessons the whole time, and adapt to them, learn those lessons, and use them, and keep going forward. But start straight away at 18, even
Mir-
earlier.
Mirko, what's your why? Why are you doing all this?
My why is so my kids can believe that anything can be done as well, to give them a comfortable life. And the same again, don't be scared attitude. Just have a go at whatever it is you want to do. And yeah, just to live our life, and prove to myself, and all the critics, that I can do it, and I will do it.
I'm going to leave you with this thought. Fuck critics. You're already
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah.
Mirko, it's been pleasure.
It's a pleasure, Emil, every time. Thank you, mate.
Bye, brother. Take it
See you,
easy.
brother. Bye. Have a
Bye.
good day.